What's up guys, it's Tube and welcome to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Rumors. I'm gonna take you down a rabbit hole today. These games were announced like 6 weeks ago and I've actually been following the rumors and leaks that have been going on. I just wasn't making videos on it. There are a lot of cool stuff I found along the way. Let me show you them. Oh, here's a little tidbit. In 2019, Masuda was asked about a region in the Spain and Masuda's words were, in the future, who knows? A 2019 interview. Masuda was working on the game during that time. What a piece of crap. Anyhow, let me take you down the seasons of the last few weeks. First, we had the season of the Wave of Art, like a Quaxly evolution, and some theories for what the starters could become, like Sprigatito becoming a Lynx and staying on 4 feet, maybe even 5. Could you imagine if somehow Game Freak gets so cracked out that they make it stand on its tail? Game Freak always trying to outpredict us. Now Game Freak knows there's only 2 options, 4 legs or 2 legs. We had the season of fake leaks with visuals. This crap guy, you guys have seen him. The fan base did this a lot during X and Y season, and it was really fun. But the man is fake. Poor dude who made it made up all this lore about it too. Even made the image again from another angle, and somehow the image isn't blurry. The concept was a lamp scorpion, but yeah, it's fake. And then we had the season of liars. A month before Scarlet and Violet were announced, they had this Reddit post. I work at a company that Game Freak outsources some of their graphics to. Way to tell us, bro. What kind of dumbass wants to prove they're real? I mean, it's not real, but if any leaker ever were to be like, well, I happen to be on the translation team, you so dumb. If you ever read that in a leak, like a reason that they have the information, that's how you know it's fake. No one's gonna bust their ass getting some job, like making 3D models for Pokemon, and then going on the internet and saying, I happen to be on the graphics team for Pokemon. Might as well post your ID online. Well, what this dude said is that, while we don't get much information about the games themselves, I've seen some things. The game's colors are purple and orange, but the region is definitely in Iberia from the map I've seen. Some new mons I saw are a green cat that turns into a lion, an orange ant, dolphin, dragon, blue duck. This was before Scarlet and Violet was announced. He knew the purple and orange theme, he knew the Sprigatito cat. The screenshot of this Reddit post surfaced for a while, but the truth is this Reddit post never existed. Whoopie-doo, what a surprise. And then we had the season of leaks that were convincing. So I told you I've been following this. Let me see one of the fake leaks. From Peacekeeper McG, who along with posting some leaks, uploaded a Volcaroo. You know we love these Volcaroos. Oh, what the frick, snake dancing? Okay, so obviously he uploads this like, proof, I have some battle music from the game. Let's see his fake leak and then I'll get to the rabbit hole. The typing of the starters: Sprigatito, Grass Fairy, Fuecoco, Fire Poison, Quaxly, Water Dark. I dig these actually. The region is called Lucia. This is him just secretly calling us a loser. There is gyms. The open world is stellar. Sprigatito's evolution is quadruped. Quaxly's evolution could be based on a pirate. What the frick you mean could be based? I thought you were a leaker. Don't start speculating. I'm guessing that he only said Quaxly Arg. Scarlet Legendary is based on the Rooster of Barcelos. Oh wow, what a coincidence. It's based off that same thing people are theorizing about. It's fighting Psychic. Violet Legendary is based on the Atx, a bull from hell it seems. Okay, here's a question, leaker. Why would you know what the inspirations for the legendaries are? Wouldn't you just know what they look like? You think I'll look, if I'm a leaker for Ruby and Sapphire, I'm gonna see Kyogre and Groudon and post that they're based off the Leviathan and Behemoth? Looks like I'm gonna say it's some big red dinosaur and a blue Whalmer looking thing. These mans out themselves. You can see it. It's the music that would play in the desert if you encountered a Pokemon. And then there's one rumor in particular that just had a lot of fun ideas, but I won't show you that today. Let's take you down the rabbit hole. Ready, Aviva? Riddler Coo. A week after Scarlet and Violet were announced, Riddler Coo appeared again. Now, if you don't know, Riddler Coo has real information. He called a lot of things in previous games, so I'm going to show you what he said for Scarlet and Violet. Everyone's huddled around Riddler Coo's account, waiting for him to post some kind of leak, and then he finally speaks on March 8th. This is what he says: Titan soon. The rest of the tweet is nothing. Now, Titan soon got everyone talking.
Whoa, are there new Regis in this game?
New Reggie soon? I mean, we need one more to complete the new trio. You mean Titan as in the Arceus Plate Cosmogony? Well, what it turns out is Titan is the code name for Scarlet and Violet. This game, in Game Freak's files, double click the Titan folder. That's where all the Scarlet Violet stuff is. For Sun and Moon, it was Rainbow. Pikachu and Eevee were Beluga. Sword and Shield were Orion. And now we have Titan, which is honestly interesting. Like, Rainbow makes sense for Sun and Moon. Necrozma is the Prism Pokemon, even though Scarlet and Violet might be about lights themselves. So anyhow, 10 days later, he tweets, first teaser of Titan, this letter. Though you won't know what it is maybe until June, July, or August. Okay, so this letter in Japanese means 3. So what's the deal? Codename Titan, his teaser is 3. What's it mean, Coo? Let's see what people said. All 3 previous gimmicks, someone slap him. Can we expect a temporary third type? If there is a temporary third type, they have to make it super simple. The simplest way I can put it is a mechanic like Mega Evolution that only 15 Pokemon have, and it gives them a temporary third typing. But F it. Or just 3 factions in general. This one is kind of cool. A leading idea is that Scarlet and Violet are 2 rival schools. Maybe there's a third school. Now, the way I see it, because this letter literally means only 3. Everyone who sees that letter is gonna say, oh, that means 3. It probably means something else. A week later, Riddler Coo starts trolling people, posting silhouettes of these things. I wonder what these are. He types new batch. The people in his replies were so curious, like, damn, are these new Pokemon? Could these have to do with the Legends Arceus DLC? He was just trolling, bro. He just... Meanwhile, around March 30th, the person who handles Pokemon's YouTube channel updated the Scarlet and Violet playlist, and it started spreading like wildfire. New news is coming in the morning. There's a new trailer on the way. It was just an innocent man doing some house cleaning. He was just updating all the Pokemon playlists. You got this man crying in a corner somewhere. Now we get to today. Fun's over. March 31st, Riddler Coo tweets this. Apparently, this image has a bunch of hints about Scarlet and Violet in it. I mean, I'll give you guys a couple seconds to look at this image. I can't even look at the image. There's so much going on, I don't want to decipher it. What am I supposed to do with this? The only thing I can decipher is that 151 in the corner. Guess what? I've seen that number somewhere. But thankfully, shortly after, he adds to it and gives us the number of hints that are in this picture. 10. There are 10 hints. Solving this is what everyone is doing nowadays. Thankfully, with enough time, he himself started putting arrows all over the place for us to be able to read his hint. So let's see. Number 9, Gen 9. Wow. You're right. The stuff he scribbled is all misleading kind of, but it seems like he circled the things we should be looking at. Don't worry. We're not going to dive any deeper into that. We move on to the next phase. You couldn't pay me $100 to look at this image. 105, I might start talking. Many people have tried to solve whatever this crap on screen is, and I'm not gonna show you any of that. The stuff is so abstract, you're never gonna figure it out. We will skip past Riddler Coo and move to the creepiest name I've heard for a mysterious man. So, on a nice beautiful day in the last week or two, in the Chinese community, a man has shown up with leaks under the name The Uncle. Apparently, the way the story goes is, the uncle is the one who first talked about a new force of nature showing up in Legends Arceus based on Genbu, the black tortoise, who aka is Enamorous. Now they're back with vengeance. So apparently this man has resurfaced and is now giving information about Scarlet and Violet. That with this new information seems to make what Riddler Coo was saying a bit more legible. Now this stuff was posted on Baidu.com, Chinese community, and you can try to follow the link now, but the post is deleted. But thanks to my guy Soul Silver Art, shout out to him, I have a kind of translation of what the uncle was trying to tell you last night. So, let's look at it, shall we? Scarlet and Violet will be pulling heavily from old and scrapped ideas. A new gimmick is described as similar to job changing from Final Fantasy, but with types. So in Final Fantasy, when you change your job, you get an outfit change, a change of abilities. What they seem to be saying in a complicated way is pretty much like Shaman and its Sky form. Something like you can change, let's say Sprigatito's final evolution into a different form by giving it a held item or whatever. I can believe it, I suppose. But for it to be a gimmick, the Pokemon that change jobs would have to follow like a similar theme. Storyline has vague similarities to Black and White. Involves two feuding families who rule the region, with one of the two rivals getting the opposite mascot legend. It would be cool if your rival in a Pokemon game actually has some crazy plot to them. Like imagine your rival is the one who falls under a bad influence and ends up waking up the mascot. Again, not confirmed. The post is deleted. Who knows? I'm trying to get to the Chinese site. It's not even loading properly. Moving on, new Pokemon informs. Scarlet and Violet will have one of the largest new Pokemon selections in a very long time, around the ballpark of Gen 1, 3, or 5. So this is around 150 Pokemon, which maybe is what that 151 in Riddler Coo's teaser was about. That's a lot of work, Pokemon, especially when it's not going to be like Black and White, where they introduce all these new Pokemon because that's all you're going to see in the main story. We already seen in the trailers, all these old Pokemon are going to be there too. Almost makes it seem like this isn't true. The starter final types are Grass Dark for Sprigatito, Fire Ghost for Fuecoco, and Water Fighting for Quaxley. Water Fighting is a well-needed type. Poliwrath and Keldeo, we need a big one. Not much we can visualize with this, but Grass Dark for Sprigatito does seem pretty cool. Get ready for this one. The mascot legendaries are Dragon Fighting and Dragon Electric. So this is possibly one of the things in Riddler Coo's image because it shows the fighting symbol, the dragon symbol in the middle, and then the electric symbol. Kind of like a Venn diagram. Everything's drawn straws here, don't look at me. In addition to the brand new Pokemon Surge, regional forms will also still be around. One of them is supposedly based on Ratoncito Perez, the Spanish mouse version of the Tooth Fairy. The other unclaimed form is, for surprise, Tauros. Okay, let me give some backstory for Tauros, why it's so liked. If you look at the Kanto Pokedex, pretty much every single Pokemon has been revisited since Kanto. I'll put it up on screen right now. One of the very few exceptions is Tauros. No one has touched Tauros. So a lot of people are expecting Tauros to be revisited in this generation, though it really don't have to be. Oh my god, supposedly fighting type and Minotaur based. Damn, that's good. All right, this is what we're gonna have, okay? Make the pre-evolution that evolves into Miltank Tauros, evolve both the Miltank and Tauros. Make Tauros a Minotaur. That is sick. A Minotaur is worth turning into a legendary. Anyhow, the rest of this don't need to be said. So the uncle and the stuff I just said, let's not really care much about that. Take what you will from this. One thing's for sure, one of the first things Game Freak is gonna reveal when they do make new information is the box mascots. And with that, we're gonna pretty much get an idea of what the theme of the game is. If it really is Ultraviolet and Infrared. That's it. Go on and shank that like button, my dudes, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.
Bitch, I'm the man. Give me my spot on that throne. They didn't want me to grow. They didn't know I would make all of them go. I did it all on my own. Man, what was you? When I was trapped in my zone, never had nothing to own. Now it's all good. All of that frontin' is gone. I'm out here stunning for show. Bitch, I'm a pro.